Hey people, me Jay Blaze back again with another video. And today I wanted to talk about, as you could probably see in the title, the reason or reasons, because there's more than one, as to why I decided to switch to PC gaming and sell all of my Wii U games and go to Steam and buy games there instead. Um, yeah, so let's get right into this. So, the main reason as to why I switched to PC gaming is because my laptop is poopy, doopy. It's terrible. And I needed to upgrade my computer anyways. So, why not just throw a graphics card in there and make it a gaming PC? That's how I looked at it. I mean, um, it just made sense mostly to upgrade to a PC. Yeah. And for my next point is that over time it will cost less. Like the entry price obviously is much higher generally. I know there are like builds out there that are like $300. Oh, I made a $50 gaming PC that can run Crisis 3 at 4K 60 FPS. Whoa! I know those are out there, and they're like, oh my gosh, you can totally get into PC for the price of a console. But really, you should invest more than a console in the beginning. Like, okay, so I asked I asked a not really a friend, but a classmate. Um, I asked him as to what he plays on. He was like, I play on an Xbox One, and I was like, how much did you pay for your Xbox One? Like when you first got it, and he was like, oh, I paid like $500 for it, and I was like, that's what I paid for my PC, and he was like, okay, but so what? And then I was like, okay, so how much do you pay for Xbox Live every year? And he was like, $60. And then I said, how much do you pay for your games? Generally $60. And so I was like, okay, so that's if you get 2 games a year and you have Xbox Live for 2 years, that's like 200, no? That's a large number. A large number, like $720 right there. That's like if you get 2 games a year and you have Xbox Live for 2 years, that's like $720. I don't know. I'm not good at math. Don't be like, oh, you got the number wrong. Eee. So, and then I told him, you know that if you just didn't buy Xbox Live or buy any games, you could build like a beastly computer with that much money and get like 4K 60 FPS on games. And he was like, oh, wow, really? And I was like, yep, you can do that, but I can't because I'm too poor to buy good parts. Yeah. And so that's my next reason, because over time it'll cost less. It does have a higher price entry. And also like Steam sales are great. Okay, so as I said earlier, I sold my Wii U games, all of the ones I had except Twilight Princess HD because I haven't finished that game. I sold Smash Bros, I sold Splatoon, and I sold Pokken Tournament, which at GameStop, I know GameStop gives trash money for them, but in total I got $65 for those 3 games. And I had $5 extra laying around the house, so I decided, okay, let's buy some stuff. So I got a $50 Steam card, and I had $20 left over, so I decided to buy an Xbox 360 controller. Yes, it's used. It's not the best color. It's pretty close to yellow at this point, but actually I probably should clean it. That might keep me a lot cleaner. Anyways, so The 3 games I got were Abzu, Dark Souls 3, and Rivals of Aether. I think. And Rivals of Aether is the only game on Steam that I paid full price for. Huh. Yeah. Anyways, so 3 games. I got 3 games that are as good, if not better. Rivals of Aether is basically Smash Bros. Abzu is... Oh my gosh. Never mind. I'm not going to try and relate the games. They're 3 good games that are almost as good as each other. That's what I'm going to say. And that controller. I got the Xbox 360 controller because some games like Super Meat Boy and Battle Block Theater are a lot easier to play with a controller than a keyboard. Yeah. So, basically, I have a pretty good setup as it is now. I have my PC and a controller if I want to play games with a controller. Yeah. And all that for just 3 games. I mean, think if I had, full price 3 games. Say $60, it's $180, let's say. I'd be able to get $100 on Steam and then some extra stuff. Wow, that's great. Yeah. So that is one of the reasons. Price comparisons over time, it is cheaper. And the next reason is that eventually, when I do upgrade my parts, when I upgrade my monitor, because right now it only runs at 720p 60 hertz, you can get up to 4K quality, true 4K native quality, native 4K, you know what I mean, you know what I'm saying. You can get over 60 frames regularly if you have the parts, which I do not. I will gladly admit that. I don't have the parts, so I can't do that. But you can do that. It's what I'm trying to say. You have the ability to do that. With consoles, you get what you get. You buy the console, you are stuck with whatever you get, whatever frame rates you have. You are stuck with those frame rates. Whatever quality you have, you are stuck with. So right now, all my games are playing at 720p 60 frames per second, which is what the consoles are trying to do. I know most of them are playing at 30 frames per second instead. I'm pretty sure. I am not 100% on this. I have just watched videos like Rags and Blueberry and other stuff like that that say that consoles are playing at like 900p 30 FPS. I'm not 100% on that because I don't own an Xbox One or PlayStation 4. But yeah, you have the ability to go over that. Yeah. And this next point kind of ties in to that last one, is options and choices. That's what I wrote down. You have, like, you're able to change out your parts. Like, if you want higher quality, which is what is relating to my last point, you can upgrade. You can get a better GPU. You are able to do that. It's an option. And you can change the quality of your games. Say you want, say you're getting like 60 frames per second in a game, and you have it up to very high quality. You can turn it down to low quality and get like 120 or more frames in that game, which is a really cool thing. I actually, before I even really thought about PC gaming, I was like, hey, what if you just turn down the quality, like the resolution, and bump up the frame rate? That would be pretty cool. I was thinking about that, like, even before I was thinking about PC gaming as a viable option, because I think I was in 8th grade when I was first introduced to PC gaming from one of my friends. So, like, I knew about it. I knew that it was better, but, like, it was It was way in the back of my mind. It was way back there. So I wasn't really thinking about it that much. But I did know about it, let's say. Yeah. So options and choices, I really thought that was great. And like DRMs, which are digital right management, like Steam and Origin and Uplay and GOG and other stuff that I'm not aware of. Like, there are all these options to get your games. Like, you're not limited to one service. Like, with my Wii U, you were only able to use the Nintendo eShop for digital games. Or you had to go to the store and buy your games. And I mean, it's fine, but the thing is, it's competition. And with competition, when you want to make progress, you have to do better than your competitors. So what Steam does is they have sales regularly. As I stated earlier, I got Dark Souls 3, I got Abzu, and Rivals of Aether for $50 or something close to that. Like 51, I think, like just over $50. Anyways, like that's something cool. Like, you can't do that on consoles. You can't get 3 games for $50, or at least 3 like super high quality games. Or, well, you probably can, but I'm not too sure about it. That's just something I realized was much better. Like, and also you don't have to pay for online. You already pay an internet bill, or at least your parents do, so you shouldn't have to pay more for that. So when I saw that Switch reveal, and they said you have to pay for online, I knew I was absolutely done with console gaming, because I don't really have a stable way of paying for online if I really wanted to. Because, you would have to choose. I personally would have to choose between paying for online or getting games, because I don't really get that much money very often, and when I do, I sometimes don't spend it the best of ways. But that is my choice. It's something I choose to do, so I have to deal with it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that was not fun. Yeah. So with that, you have the... What even was I on? Yeah, anyways. And by next point, even if I left a big cliffhanger right there on what I was talking about, I'm sorry, I'm forgetful, terrible memory, Alzheimer's in the next 3 years, whatever. I also wanted to make actual good content, because in the past, if I don't have the best track record of good quality videos. I started out, my very first video is freaking Leaf Green Nuzlocke in the middle of Books A Million using an iPod 5 camera on a Game Boy Advance. Just kidding, it's not a Game Boy Advance, it was a DS. But anyways, like, I just don't like that. I don't like having my content be that. I want to be able to put good stuff out there, even if not many people are watching it. I mean, I've only gotten like 3 views on my last video, but I want to be able to share it with friends and family and be able to be proud of it. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I know, it's pretty bad, but you'll get over it. I want to make good content, even if nobody's watching it. Even if I just go back and look on it. Like, my videos, my top 10s, I thought those were great, and it was because I was able to use my sister's computer, which had a pretty good camera, and she had editing software, so I knew I wanted to be able to do that, even if not like as a job, which YouTube is slowly becoming a very bad idea for a job anyways. Yeah, I just knew that I had to make good content from that. And I know this sounds like some anime protagonist storyline, but whatever. You guys don't like bad content, or I mean, from the view count alone, you can tell that nobody likes bad content. So I just want to make good stuff. Yeah. And that's the end of this video. Those are the reasons why I switched to PC gaming and why I'm leaving console gaming, but not forever, because I'm getting PlayStation 4 because Spider-Man PS4 is coming out, and once a Pokemon game comes out for Switch, I'm gonna get that. Woo! Woo! Whatever. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys in another video. Hope you guys decide to watch more than this video. And see you guys in the next one. Peace, love, and chicken grease.